So Amazon FBA is clearly not the attractive, enticing, exciting business model that maybe it was once perceived to be 4 or 5 years ago. If I think back to when I started back in 2018, everyone was pushing this model. Whereas nowadays, a lot of influencers have moved on to maybe new models that attract more clicks and views. And I agree that Amazon isn't as attractive as it once was. Amazon fees are higher than ever. Seller support continues to be absolutely shocking. The Chinese competition, etc. And I'm always brutally honest with you guys about what it's like, the realities of being an Amazon seller. And despite all of those challenges, I still believe the opportunity is very real. I still make life-changing money from this, and I mentor people all the time who have success with that. So you have to find that balance when I'm sharing this information with you guys. So often I'm quite downbeat on Amazon, as I want to scare people away from this model who aren't serious about the commitment that you have to put to get success from Amazon. So when I get sent something like this, which is a PPC report from someone that I've been mentoring that's launched a product recently. I'm not going to tell you exactly when, as I don't want you to be able to search the dates for this. I want to share it with you guys, because if you're thinking about starting a Amazon FBA business in 2024 or 2025, and you want to know whether it's still possible, well, you've probably seen my own history over the past few months of launching a new product and how well that's product done. This is someone I actually mentor, because sometimes people say to me, well, it's easy for you because you've been doing it for 6 years. So it's nice to show you when someone who isn't me is doing this and is getting results even above what I would have expected. These are the best results that I've seen in probably 6 years of doing this. So to achieve this in 2024 is absolutely outstanding. So let me talk you through what they have achieved in basically their first 10 days of launching a private label product on Amazon UK. So in front of us, we have a PPC report, and this is for a sponsored brands video. So when you set up PPC on Amazon, you can do the traditional ads, so you appear in the search results like everyone else. Let me bring up Amazon and I'll show you. So these ones here, sponsored, sponsored, sponsored. These are your standard Amazon PPC ads. But you can also do a sponsored brands video ad, which is where I like to go with certain products. So this one here. So you get a video that plays in the search results. Now, you don't have to do this, and it isn't always the right fit for every product, but the product that he developed, the USP was basically size. So size is a very difficult USP to communicate in your main image. And I said to him, I think you should focus your PPC towards the video, because then with the video, you can do some comparison shots with other existing products. You can show how large yours is in comparison. Whereas with standard PPC, you're just comparing main image to main image. And depending on how that main image has been shot, it's very difficult for a customer to actually gauge how big that product actually is. So I said to him, look, I think we should develop a sponsored brands video to use that for your PPC. And he went away and he did a fantastic job with that. He found someone really good who done a great recording and had a fantastic video that showed how large his product was compared to the existing competition. So that's why we went with a video ad. And these are the results that he has achieved in the first 10 days. And they're simply staggering. So obviously I've removed a number of pieces of information, because if someone's kind enough to share this with me, the last thing I want to do is reveal what their product is or give you guys any type of data that will help you identify it. So this is a video ad, and we're using Exact Match. I always recommend that new sellers launch with an Exact Match campaign. Yes, auto campaign, broad campaigns, phrase match campaigns, they all have their place, and I'm not saying don't use them. But for a lot of new sellers, Exact Match is the best way to go, because there's that direct correlation between the keywords you're investing in with PPC, and then you're tracking those same keywords and you're seeing how those organic ranks are responding. So it's very much a one-to-one tracking, and it works really well. Whereas with a broad match or auto match, you're not sure which spend is really generating results and which keywords are really improving. So that's why I prefer Exact Match. Cost type is cost per click. Impressions, this is how many times the video is shown in the search results for that particular search term. And then this is the top of search impression share, which on a sponsored brands video isn't as important as it is for a traditional ad, because a traditional ad, there's lots of advertising spaces, whereas this, the first video, is halfway down the page. But still, I always recommend aiming for at least 5%. If you're below 5%, your bid probably isn't high enough. And if we come across a bit further, these are the number of clicks for these particular keywords. So 91, 12, 17, 19, etc. So you get an idea of how many clicks each one of those video adverts has generated for each search term. And the click-through rate on these adverts, somewhere between 1.5% to 3%, which is, again, absolutely fine. For a non-video advert, a click-through rate of anything above about 0.3% should be your target. If it's below 0.3%, it's probably a relevancy issue. And this is how much they've spent, which normally when I launch a product, I spend this in like 1 or 2 days. So I normally go hyper aggressive on the marketing. So they spent £89, and I think this report was for about 7 to 8 days of data, I believe. You'll see the cost per click is super low, which is often a reflection of how well that product starts selling initially. If you get sales really quickly, Amazon will basically show your product for a lower bid because Amazon know it's likely to lead to a sale. If you don't generate sales, Amazon put the cost per click up. It's not a straight auction. So again, these are crazy low costs. Most new sellers would be expecting to pay somewhere between 75p to £1 per click initially until Amazon starts to collect metrics on their product and can assess it accurately. And then we come over to the ACOS column. And this was the one that actually made me laugh because when he sent me this report, he said he was concerned about this particular keyword here because it had an ACOS of 33%. Now, in the context of a standard launch, a 33% ACOS on any keyword is exceptional because for most people, that will be about break even if you've got a 30% margin on that product. So for that to be the highest keyword in the campaign, I mean, you've got ACOSs of 4%, 5%, 9% for a brand new product. And I've had to remove the value of sales that these generated. But let's just say he generated thousands of pounds of sales from this. So from 68 units sold, he generated thousands of pounds of sales with only a £90 ad spend. Or if you want to be strict and add the VAT, so that would be £108 of ad spend to launch a product and sell 68 units and generate thousands of pounds of sales, of which pretty much all of them were profitable sales, except these ones, which would have been break even. So all of the rest of these, 67 of the 68 sales, would have been profitable for a brand new product launched at the end of 2024. So all of the haters and doubters out there that are saying that Amazon FBA is dead, it definitely isn't. Is it harder? Yes. Is it dead? Not even close. And I think there's just one final column here, which is conversion rate. An average conversion rate on Amazon, it varies so much from product to product and niche to niche, but somewhere around about 10% would be okay. Look at these conversion rates, 35%, 50%, 10%, which is fairly standard. So this was the number one target keyword, as you can tell by the number of orders, and having a 35% conversion rate, which goes back to a video I made a few weeks back, which is getting ranked on Amazon isn't necessarily all about sales. It's about how you achieve those sales. So if you have a fantastic conversion rate to achieve those sales, Amazon will rank you quicker than someone that just has a higher sales number but a lower conversion rates. So within 10 days, this is what happened to his number one target keyword. This is the keyword that he wanted to rank for the most, as this is the highest volume and it's the most relevant, and this will generate the most sales going forward. So let me take you back over to Chrome, and I've got a screenshot here of the rank tracker from Helium 10, usual Helium 10 discounts in the pinned top comment. And we can see here, each line here represents 1 day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 days. So 10 days ago when his product launched, it launched in position 24. Stayed in 24, the sales started coming in, and then what we're up to about position 4 here, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Currently, they are ranked first within 10 days of launching a product on Amazon in Q4 as well. So remember, during Q4, I can't tell you exactly when in Q4 this happened, but during Q4, when demand is elevated, it is harder to launch a product on Amazon, because to rank on Amazon, you normally have to at least match or outsell the competition, or at least get close to them, because if your conversion rate is high enough, you don't necessarily have to outsell them. So launching during Q4 can be more difficult, as everyone's up in their ad spend as well, so you've got to bid higher. So usually I say to people, try to avoid launching in Q4, because it's easier to launch when the demand levels are suppressed throughout the rest of the year. So this is during the most difficult time of the year to launch with the Amazon FBA private label business model, which people are saying is dead and is no longer viable. And they've got ranked number one within 10 days, and 67 out of 68 sales from PPC are already profitable. And plus, he's made lots of other sales from organic results. So I think it was a few days ago, he emailed me and said in one day, he'd made 38 sales. And this was at full target price. So I've spoken about in the past about launching at a discounted price. So what we did with this product, I think we launched at about a £5 discount. So we were still noticeably cheaper than the existing competition. But sales were so strong on day one and day two, I just said to him, look, just go to your target price straight away. So we went straight to target price, and that didn't impact sales at all. And at the moment, he's even pushing the price even higher to try and maximize profits in the final kind of 2 weeks before demand starts to fall down or pull back for Christmas and then into January. So anyone that is on the fence about Amazon at the moment as to whether this is still a viable business opportunity, you can see my videos from the past few months talking about my own launch. This is someone that I've mentored and has done extremely well. I'm also mentoring that are at the launch phase at the moment, 3 other people, of which 2 of them are looking very, very likely to be successful as well. And only one of them is borderline at the moment. So we have 5 launches in the past 2 months. 4 look like they're going to be successful, and 1 is 50-50. We'll see how that plays out. So with the right guidance and the right information, it is still very much possible to make a success of Amazon FBA in 2024 and beyond. So if you are interested in starting Amazon FBA, I've got 2 things for you guys to consider. Number 1, I'm going to pop up a video which will show you how to find your first product. I recorded that last week, so that is bang up to date. I'm going to pop up that video now. And next to that, I'm going to pop up a video which is a step-by-step guide showing you everything you need to do to make your first £2,000 per month. And I'll see you guys in either one of those videos.